What's up? I know it's not Friday. But guys, listen, I know the whole people are like, oh, when's the next video? First of all, you guys aren't even paying me, so I don't know why there's so much expectation from me. But in another true sense, I get it. I told you guys every Friday. The YouTube header says every Friday. But in the very first video, if you look at the description, I have an asterisk next to, is that how you say it? Is it, I've heard people say asterisk, I don't know. I think it's asterisk. I don't know. I'm an English major, but who cares? Anyway, it says almost every Friday. So today's video is going to be me reading headlines that I thought are funny in the news. And we're just gonna go through those and just see what the world has to offer. All right, number one, the first one I got is Airline asks two strangers to share hotel room with one bed after missing flight. An airline has been asked to apologize after offering two strangers who had missed their flights an overnight stay in a room with a single bed. What airline is this? Frick, I don't even know. Would you guys do it? I guess the circumstances would depend, but majority, I'm not sleeping with a stranger. I wonder how that went down though. Like they both show up at the same time, and you're like, "Oh no, I'm 321." And you're like, "No, I'm 321." And well, you put your key in, so they both and their keys both work. So they're really confused, but it's also really late. Do they just go to sleep? Do they fall in love? I mean, these are big questions, but overall, pretty weird. Under the comments under this, I'll just read a few because I think they're funny. One person said, and this is a normal person that said this, "As rich as the airlines are and they want to save money on a room? Give me a break. That person may have scabies or some other thing wrong with him. God dang it, normal person. I mean, you just jump to scabies? Jeez, I mean, give the person a break." All right, here's one from RL. Pretty intriguing. Keep it on the DL, RL. "I shared a hotel room with a strange woman in Miami. Midway through the night, she asked, I guess she said, can we pretend we're married? I said, sure. She replied, honey, can you grab me an extra pillow? I declared, well, since we're pretending to be married, grab your own. I'm trying to sleep over here. Okay, this should be the headline story. Man and woman share a hotel room with a stranger, pretend to be married for the night. That should be the headline. Grab your own pillow, honey. All right, we'll do one more. Here's a comment from John, just John. Once when my plane from JFK to Seattle was canceled due to a blizzard and there was a shortage of available hotel rooms near the airport, I was forced, as a 30-year-old man, to share a hotel room with a lovely 43 years old women. Is it okay? Is it more than one or? Okay, probably woman. I didn't mind. Things worked out very nicely, if you get my drift. Oh, she didn't snore. I get it. Yeah, that's really nice. Whenever you have to room with someone, it's definitely good if they don't snore. Fajita heist. Texas man sentenced to 50 years for stealing $1.2 million worth of food. Look at that face. That is a face of someone who's like he's had a couple of fajitas in his life. 50 years though? 50 years in prison. Can you imagine that conversation? He comes in, gets on his prison uniform, gets put with his cellmate. And the cellmate's probably this really buff guy, probably works out, does pull-ups on the bed in their cell, and he's probably doing pull-ups as this guy comes in, Gilberto, that's his name. So our prisoner Gilberto shows up to prison, and the roommate's like, hey, the cellmate, not roommate, I don't know, however you look at it. The cellmate says,
hey, yo, what are you in for?
That's how prisoners talk.
Yo.
They start sentences with yo. What are you in for? And Gilberto is like,
I really can't say. It's too dark. It's perhaps even absurd.
And so the guy's like,
no, tell me, what'd you do? Kidnap her? What did you do?
And he says,
Have you ever had fajitas?
And then the prisoner's like,
Yo, we have it every Tuesday.
and he's like,
I stole so many fajitas. So many.
anyway, I think that would be an interesting interaction. I don't see him getting beaten up in prison for that, but 50 years, wow. Let's read some comments on this. All right, so let's read some of these comments about Mr. Fajita Man. So I guess every day for him was Fajita Friday. Yeah, you could say that. Did he kill someone with one? I'm guessing so. For 50 years, jeez. How would you kill someone with a fajita? Thank God this monster's off the street. So true. Thank God. Just imagine, like, you know, you think you're just walking by at the mall and you just pass a guy. He looks normal. He's a classic guy. Think again. This dude stole fajitas and you didn't even know it. Right under your nose. Fajitas. Stole them. Right under your nose. Thank God he's off the streets. I can sleep better. Next, our next article. It's from Yahoo News, I guess. Yeah, Yahoo. Police officer who accused McDonald's staff of biting his sandwich for being a cop admits forgetting he ate it himself. Oh yeah, and sorry about that whole thing. I actually just remembered I did take a bite. Yep, it was hard for me to remember because it was only one bite, so it was really hard for like. Anyway, yeah, sorry about that. I thought you were just being a bully to cops, but turns out I was just hungry and I forgot. But an Indianapolis police officer is eating crow. What does that even mean? Jeez. After accusing employees at a local McDonald's of taking a bite out of a sandwich because he's a cop. It turns out it was the officer himself who sunk his teeth into the McChicken sandwich. Poor guy. Yeah, that's weird. Here are some comments on that article. This is by Gipple, ! If cops can't remember what happened a few hours earlier, how are they to be trusted to recall events and give sound testimony? Perhaps all police should be given memory tests. Pass, you keep your job. Fail, you get a job at McDonald's. Wow, Gibble. I've never heard of a memory test. So do you remember that? No. Go work at McDonald's right now. Go. No, you couldn't remember. McDonald's. Here's another comment right here. This is from Adam. Just Adam. And a person like this is a role model in the police force? Says a lot about Indianapolis. Well, god dang it, Adam. The whole city? Just the whole says a lot about that city. One cop forgets something. God dang it, Indianapolis. I don't understand this one, but I'm going to put it because I think it's cool. This is from Lay, or Lay, I don't. How did thee eventually remember? How grammar thee talk you? This is from Felicia Darden. Just glad he didn't shoot anyone after suspicion. Felicia, when has that ever happened? Who took a bite of my sandwich? No, who took a bite of my sandwich? Not just anyone. This is a cop, and he holds his gun like this. And he's like, no, I know you took a bite of my sandwich. I'm going to shoot you. I'm going to shoot you now. Felicia, calm down. No one's shooting anyone over a sandwich. Well, I'm sure there's a story out there you could find, but this is probably okay, let's talk about this. This police officer is probably like, I'm not even going to look up the facts. I'm going to guess he's like 55, 60. He's just kind of like he does it on the side. He doesn't have to work, but it's kind of one of those things that keeps him busy. So he's a cop, okay? He takes his sandwich back to the break room. He puts it in there. He forgets. Just a classic case of like, I'm getting older, I forget. And then Felicia here wants to say like, oh no, he actually I'm surprised he didn't shoot up the place. Alright guys, that's all I got for you today. If you liked it, I'm just trying stuff out, with this vlog, just experimenting, so let me know. If you hated it, just don't say anything, okay? Just come on. Otherwise, thanks for watching. I'll see you whenever, probably Friday. We'll see. Alright, bye.